this is Prometheus, actually giving you another part of my series, the Russian Academy, how to go ahead and optimize your running game by understanding how all the running plays work and develop. This is going to be the draw. The draw is a phenomenal play to go ahead and use in long down situations, occasionally when your opponent is actually overusing different types of zone plays, because the draw is very effective at that, and it's also a great play to go ahead and use down at the goal line situation or in the red zone, especially when your opponent starts going ahead and using a lot of zones to flood the area. So let's go ahead and take a look at just how the draw works, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at how effective it is to go ahead and call it down in the red zone area if your opponent starts really flooding the zones and going into the fag defense. Alright, so the one thing that's great about a draw play is it actually looks like it's going to be play action pass. In the last second, what happens is the quarterback is going to give the running back the ball. This particular formation is great. This particular play is great in long down situations, or if your opponent really just likes to use a lot of zone, he's doing a lot of over-the-top coverage, because defenders are going to float out of the area and no one's actually going to go ahead and protect the box, especially if he's using a lot of like quarters type defenses or dollar looks or something like that. That's where you can have the effectiveness of this play. So let's just go ahead and pick some random draws and go. All right, so really the key look that I look at right away is I look at the defenders and I see if they're on either the wide receivers or off the wide receivers. Now, if they're off the wide receivers, essentially I'm going to go ahead and keep the play stock. If they're on, that means I might have some kind of man pressure. I might have some kind of two-man, and that means there's going to be defenders that are going to be lined over the running back and has a running back responsibility. And really with this particular play, all I'm going to do is just look for the holes right up the middle. They're going to be there if it is zone. So there's no read, there's no gaps you're going to go into. You're just going to watch the defenders fall back. As you can see right here, this particular play, you've got four linemen coming down, crashing down. But you've got this linebacker's responsibility to clean up the running back. He's falling back. He just fell back 10 yards before I've actually even got the ball, and then he has got to react to it. And by that time, by the time he reacts, I'm already at the line of scrimmage, so I'm just getting bonus yards right here. So I was able to pick up a good 7 yards on that particular situation. So this, a good time to use a halfback draw is basically like in a hurry-up offense. It's a phenomenal time to use it because a lot of times people will fall back in zones. They don't want to give up a big play, so you can just eat someone up with a halfback draw all the way down the field, and once they start cheating down to the halfback draw, then you can go ahead and hit them up top. So it's a good little mini scheme. Why do I know that it works? It's not because I used it, it's been used against me. So this is one of those things where people actually use a draw play in a hurry-up offense, no huddle offense, and just essentially set up an opponent for a big play down the field, perhaps like a verticals down the seams. Alright, so it looks like we got a man press blitz right here, and you can see the box is stacked. Now, generally you'd want to go ahead and check out of this just because you got so many defenders on the line, and I don't think you're really going to get a very effective run on that. So when you have a stacked box, you should really get out of the draw play. It's just not necessarily going to be good. And also right here you can see another stacked box. Got a lot of defenders in the area. They're going to go ahead and get block sheds with a particular play. So if you want to go ahead and try to optimize it, have a look like this is going to be essentially a look. Now this is going to QB draw play, and that's actually just kind of a little bit more of a different dimension. But you don't want to go with run stack boxes, because the chances of you breaking a draw play in a stack box is just slim out of none, because if those defenders are blitzing, you're coming down, if it's man coverage, you're really not going to do that. This is going to be more of a success, like a place that you're going to get that when you're going to have like 5 or 6 defenders in a box. They're going to fall back into zones. You can see right here, I'm able to pick up a good 5 or 6 yards right there with the draw. Now down in the end zone, a draw play can be a very effective way for you to get the ball into the end zone. Most smart Madden players are going to go ahead and fag up the defense in the end zone. And what do we mean by fagging up the defense is they're going to basically go ahead and take all of your defenders and drop them in zones and make it very difficult for you to get the ball into the end zone. They're going to basically flood the entire area with defenders. They'll go ahead and take their defensive linemen. They're not going to come after you on a rush. It's not like they're giving up any additional first downs. They're going to basically force you to make a bad decision with a quarterback. So sometimes with a halfback draw, you can essentially go ahead and catch them in a bad defense, because their defenders are all going to float back. They're not going to attack the quarterback. You're going to be able to go ahead and hit them with the play right here. So this is a little fake pitch right here, but that didn't actually develop the way I wanted it to. good play right here would be the quarterback draw right here, because quarterbacks essentially are very difficult to go ahead and defend against the run, especially if you have a draw play that's actually figured out for them. But I've had success. I've gotten a lot of touchdowns off of draw plays down in the end zone, especially within 5 yards, primarily because smart opponents will fag up their defenses. So that's why draw play is a very, very effective play to go ahead and use in your scheme. So guys, I hope you like this tips. If you weren't new, if you haven't been using the draw, you really need to go ahead and use it, especially if you guys are new to Madden and have just really started falling in love with the game and want to play it. If you want to go ahead and take a look at live gameplay of me using these tips and strategies, I recommend you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I do post schemes, and I'm the only YouTuber out there that posts full games with every scheme that I break down. So you get to see how effective they are, how ineffective they are, how opponents adjust to them, how I go ahead and make bad or misreads, or how they just don't work as well as I thought they would be. To my subscribers, thanks for your support. And if you're new to my channel and you like these tips, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and check out yutgamung.com. This is essentially the channel where I collaborate with other YouTubers. We got a lot of good content on the website. You can pick up good compliments to some of the schemes I break down. Thanks a lot. Until next time.